Hey there everyone, welcome back to Brevin Campbell 12 YouTube channel. Place for all your comic book and anime reviews. Today I'm about the Disney investor call meeting that happened a couple days ago. Um, I decided to kind of make a whole video kind of detailing every little thing that had came out this week. And I'm going to be doing it with you guys, as you guys can see from my screen. And we have the Deadline article that's going to list all the shows that were released in the Disney Investor Call. And we're going to talk about each one of them. I'm going to give a little bit of time for each of them. So this is going to be a pretty long stream probably as we kind of go throughout this whole article here. So let's get started. Starting it off, we have the Lucasfilm announcement, which was Ahsoka. This was not a massive surprise. Obviously, going from The Mandalorian, I think I'm still an episode behind The Mandalorian. Sadly, I did see the Ahsoka episode though, and that was definitely them building up for the Ahsoka character to kind of be put back in like mainstream again after Rebels and Clone Wars. So I definitely can't wait to see where that whole storyline goes. We're probably going to see Grand Admiral Thrawn, seeing that it's a live-action Ahsoka series instead of an animated one. We didn't get any news on there being a Rebel sequel, like a proper Rebel sequel. So I guess we can probably take this Ahsoka series as the Rebel sequel, or maybe they're working on a Rebel sequel along with Ahsoka. We just don't really know right now. We just basically have that we are getting Ahsoka Tano in a standalone series, and we'll see where that all leads us. So, chat right here. Nothing's going on chat so far. All right. After that, we then move on to Rangers of the New Republic. This is the one that we don't know really much about at all. Like, this one came out of really nowhere. Like, it really came in there and blew us all away. Like, it is also being done with Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni. It is going to be connected in some form of way to The Mandalorian. Happened in the same time period because they really want to put the Ahsoka thing and the Rangers of the New Republic together in one video. And I thought it was very interesting for them to do it this way. Then we can't wait to see how they end up integrating the Ahsoka Tano character with the whole Rangers of the New Republic along with the Mandalorian, how they all end up coming together and tying themselves in a very well done way. I'm interested in how they end up doing it, if they do it well at all. Just very exciting for that property. So going down a little bit more, we then have Andor. Now, this is the Diego Luna story by Rogue One creator. It's a spin-off from Rogue One. Tony Gilroy is coming back for it, as we can see, and it's going to be focused on Cassian Andor. We got a trailer for it. It was an okay trailer. It wasn't like anything like big or shocking to it though. This one I'm interested in. I'm definitely going to check it out because I did love Rogue One. Not as hype as I really want to be on Andor though. I wish I could be more hype for Andor than I actually am. I'm still excited to see where it all goes. But I'm not as excited for it as I really would like to be. But I'm very interested in how this whole storyline kind of really culminates together in the future. So, remember also on Andor. After that, we then have an Obi-Wan Kenobi show. That's been another big show that they've been really talking about. They've really been hyping up for us. Is that we are going to be getting to see Obi-Wan Kenobi with Ewan McGregor in it. They also announced, coming along with it, is Hayden Christensen is coming back as Darth Vader and Anakin Skywalker for this year, which kind of was probably the biggest shock for me with the fact that Hayden Christensen was coming back for this. Like, I did not see that coming at all. I don't think anyone saw that coming at all. That was a really great thing that they really decided to add in for us. I thought that was really well done. I definitely can't wait to see, where that whole ordeal ends up going for them in this, series. So after that, we then have the Bad Batch. This is obviously from the Clone Wars. We had that little short few episodes in the Clone Wars that were really focused on the Bad Batch. Was it a really amazing storyline? No, it really wasn't. It wasn't anything that was really shocking or really amazing to me. But I thought they did a really good job overall with it. I thought it was a good storyline. It wasn't, even if it wasn't the most hype thing ever. We always want to see the most hype thing ever for these types of shows. We didn't really get that with the Bad Batch, but I'm definitely seeing, you know, what this series is going to be like. I thought actually this trailer actually was kind of dope. I thought it was really interesting. We got the Emperor in there. We got some other cameos going on throughout the Bad Batch. The Tarkin scene in the trailer was really great. I really dug the Tarkin scene in the trailer. Like that really made it for me. That was really awesome to see, and I definitely can't wait to see how that all really culminates together, if as well. I mean, how they told that story. So definitely can't wait to see how the Bad Batch does, and what that's gonna entail for this whole series. So Bad Batch. That's pretty much my thoughts on that. Moving forward is Star Wars Visions. Okay. So this, of course, also shocked me a bit. I was very much like a Star Wars kind of anime-esque property, like an anime series almost. I know they're supposed to be like shorts, but still, like in this Japanese style, like that's kind of cool to me. I was kind of like, huh. I wonder what they're gonna do with that. I wonder how that's gonna all tie together. I wonder how it's all gonna really work for this. Like I was definitely really interested in seeing what they did with that. Like it just sounded interesting. This whole like concept of Star Wars Vision. I was just thought that was like really terrific. They kind of like put that one out there. Um, I definitely can't wait to see how that whole storyline really pans itself out with the whole Visions thing. Because it felt a little bit different from Star Wars Adventures, where we got like those short little adventures that were really made for kids. With it being anime, like it really is going to give a different perspective on Star Wars. Now, what Kathleen Kennedy also really pushed when she was talking about that, she put the idea that this was really going to put a different perspective for Star Wars and what Star Wars was going to be going forward. I thought that was no, that was really interesting. I thought they were interesting. They're going to go that route with, this light, almost Japanese anime like series. So definitely we're seeing where that whole thing goes. It looks interesting. I thought the art they showed for it looked great, and I never can't wait to see where that whole idea goes. Um, After that, we also have Lando. Don't have as much to say on this. Let me see. Did they announce that this was a live action? Did they say officially? I don't think it. Can do when people use something like that. I think it does sound like it's gonna be a live action thing. So they didn't really announce who was going to be playing Lando for this. So still a lot of questions on Lando. I don't really have a strong opinion on this one yet. I'm just seeing how it goes. But again, there's not enough information on the Lando series for me to know 100% where the story's going to go. And I haven't seen Solo either, so all that factor. I haven't seen Solo, so I don't know if it's going to be connected to Solo or not, or if it's going to be his own thing. Either way, Lando. That's pretty much that article. The Acolyte is actually one that sounds really kind of cool. Because this is what I feel like Star Wars really needs. I feel like Star Wars really needs that show that feels like it really is its own thing. That isn't doesn't feel like it's trying to be connected to everything else. It is truly does needs to feel like it's doing its own thing. It's being its own thing. It's telling its own story. And this Acolyte story really does sound like an original story with new characters. When the High Republic was announced and they were all just going to be comics, we were all kind of disappointed. Like, well, they're just comic books. That's all the High Republic is going to be. What's the point of that? Well, now we know they're going to be crossing over to the TV shows. They're going to be crossing over to the movies. So we are going to get more of these characters. We're going to see what that world is like, and we're going to really explore this galaxy. Cover the Star Wars galaxy. It's a big world. You have a lot of planets you can like play with. It's really expanded, really massive, and it should be. It should feel bigger than what it is. And I feel like Dave Filoni really got that. Because even though we didn't feel like we were going with the same will of characters all the time, we did get the episode with new characters a lot, and we got to focus on those new characters a lot because it was a series, and we got to spend time with new characters and get on new adventures, and it really felt like the Star Wars universe was expanding under Dave Filoni. So it's really great to see, Disney kind of going back to that same model of making the universe feel more expansive. So then I heard my thoughts on the Acolyte thing. Basically, there's a lot of things going on in the story of Acolyte. That's also interesting. It's going to be focused on a Sith character as well. Well, that's interesting. We haven't really gotten to see a story from the Sith's perspective. I thought that was really shocking that we're going to get that. But yeah, I'm definitely interested in seeing where that whole storyline ends up going for the Acolytes. 1 second, you guys. All right, we back, you guys. Sorry about that. Had some difficulties there. Had to go do a couple other things, but now we're right back to kind of continue this discussion. So we left off with Acolytes. Then we're going to talk a little about the droid story. I was kind of going to read this over a little bit. As Lucasfilm continues to develop new stories in the intersection of animation and visual effects, actually, let me see. Effect offers new opportunity to explore Lucasfilm Animation's teaming up with what's the animated project with Lucasfilm visual effects team to develop a special Star Wars adventure film, a droid story. That's the journey between a new hero guided by R2D2 and C3PO. So that sounds okay. Doesn't sound like anything really that amazing, if I'm being honest. A story about R2D2 and C3PO that's animated. It may have a new character. Sounds very kid friendly though. Probably am not going to watch that. Just generally listening to the premise. Let's kind of go down. I'm gonna skip Willow. I don't know anything about that one. Let's go to the Marvel stuff, the big stuff everyone wants to know about. So we first got, WandaVision. I'm so like I'm both excited for this show and not excited for this show at the same time. It's kind of weird. You got, it looks weird, it looks wacky. We're kind of going back to the old school television set, and the entire concept of the show sounds really interesting. I'm just, not as massive a fan of Wanda and Vision as most people are. But I'm more interested in getting to like fall in love with different characters again. It's going to be a week by week series, so we are going to some time to spend with these characters. And I do miss these Marvel shows. But I think one thing that this pandemic has done lately for us is the fact that despite us being in a pandemic, we still do get we got this whole break after Endgame now. Like Endgame came out, and I really said like, hey, I need to take a break after Endgame. And ironically, we've gotten that break now. We've gotten a decent break after Endgame. Like we didn't go straight into Black Widow. This was kind of worked itself out really well because now people are starving for Marvel content. This is how you do it. This is how you make people like want to go back to Marvel again. Is by like taking breaks. Star Wars, take breaks. It's good. It helps. Don't have a movie every single year. Like Marvel, don't have a movie every single week. Like take these breaks. After these big moments, like everyone needs to have these like little moments to take a break to make us want these stories even more. So that when you come back, they won't just make $1 billion. They'll make $2 billion. They can make $3 billion. Now, that is a really big thing that these shows could do, and they haven't done them in quite some time. So I think that them putting this stuff out there and just having this break really is going to ramp up more people want to go to watch WandaVision, even if they're not interested in the WandaVision show. They're interested in the Marvel brand, and they will probably watch the show because of their interest in it. And not having a Marvel show for this long, they have missed, the Marvel. They missed their Marvel. Pretty much, they missed their MCU. And I think this is a great way of like, having your cake and eating it too. So, yeah, they're just seeing what's happening with WandaVision. We'll see how that all goes. Let's get to Falcon Winter Soldier though. That's one thing I really want to talk about. Because y'all know, big Sam Wilson fan. Big fan of Sam Wilson, Captain America. We didn't get to see Sam Wilson in the Cap costume in this trailer, which is fine. I'm fine with that. I just wanted a trailer to get an idea of what this show was gonna be like, and what I saw was pretty good. I enjoyed what I saw. Was it the greatest thing ever? No, I admit that. Like, I may have had a higher expectation than what was there needed. I was really hoping they were going to get into the more political aspects of Sam Wilson being Captain America. I thought we were going to see more of U.S. Agent. We don't really get anything in this trailer. We got a really fun scene between Bucky and Falcon having their back and forth. We got like little shots of things that might be going on. Like we get to see like some police officers in the background. We don't really know what's happening here. We see a woman wearing a mask. We don't know what's going on with that. When we saw this really cool action sequence at the very end, I absolutely loved this. When Falcon jumps out the plane, he goes down, he takes out the wing, he's flying around, he's trying to escape bullet fire, the one of the rock version breaks down. It falls under. He almost he's gonna fall. He shoots his wings back up and just starts flying again. Like that was really awesome. I thought that was amazing. Um, that I'm excited for this show. I am very excited for this show. And that trailer just got me more excited for this show. Again, we don't know all plot points yet, but we got at least a feel for what the show is going to be like. And right now, I am happy with it. So going down now, we continue on to Loki, along with What If and Miss Marvel. Almost lost Loki. There we go. Loki. This kind of surprised me a little bit. Like I was surprised that they gave us more footage from Loki, and I was surprised by how much I enjoyed this trailer. Like a lot. Like I really enjoyed this trailer. I thought the whole time, the time department ordeal, that was really integrate into this story really well, and I thought, you know, it was a very fun, very fluid trailer, and I really dug. I really love the way it felt. I love the way it flowed together. I love everything about this trailer. I thought it was really fun. Like just a really fun trailer, and I really enjoyed it quite a bit. But yeah, that's pretty much how I looked at that Loki, that first episode of Loki. It was just fun. It was just a really fun trailer, and one thing that I would definitely think I'm going to end up enjoying. So, everything else on Loki, you guys. Going down some more, we also have What If. I was surprised how much info they put on What If for this, because it is an animated product. The Marvel MCU hasn't really pushed a lot of animated stuff before, but they're really pushing this one quite a bit. I mean, it looks really interesting. It looks like it could be a lot of fun too. The animation looks really crisp and nice for it. That's pretty much all I can say about it. It looks good. It looks good. So after that, we must move on to Ms. Marvel. I believe Killmonger really made a big deal about the Miss thing. Miss, but you know how it's supposed to go. How you people say Miss Marvel's name. A shout out to Killmonger. You know, gotta have some fun with that. But yeah, you know, y'all know me. I love Miss Marvel, but I know there's a lot of controversy around Miss Marvel right now. There's the whole fix Miss Marvel thing going on. A lot of controversial things are happening on the Ms. Marvel sets. I hope they end up getting fixed in some form of way. I hope how they find a way to like navigate all of it out. Fire ready to fire, you know, keep ready to keep. Talk to whatever I need to talk to. Whatever they need to do to fix the whole Miss Marvel situation, they need to do. But for right now, taking all that away, the general feel of this show looks really great. I really dig it a lot. Again, this wasn't really a full trailer. This was kind of just like a featurette, if you will, what the show was going to be like. I thought it was really fun. I thought the energy it gives off is really fun. Seeing Circle Q was really great, and I can't wait for this show. I can't wait to see how this show feels, and I really can't wait for Amana Villani as well. I think she is going to do a really great job as Kamala. But yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts on Ms. Marvel, or Ms. Marvel. Going down the floor, we also have Hawkeye. You know, we just recently get to see Kate Bishop. Which I think I'm gonna try and pull her up real quick. The Kate Bishop outfit. See if I can pull that one up. See you. There we go. So yeah, that image right there looks. Well, that's kind of where's the word black box here. Let me see if I can get rid of that. Just keep it like that for right now. But yeah, this wait, is still wanna. No, still want it. Okay, yeah, but yeah, this image of Kate Bishop right here, looks really great. Looks really beautiful image of Kate Bishop. Haley Steinfeld, of course, playing her. Thought that looks really great. Cannot wait for this Hawkeye series. Quite a bit. All the set photos look great. Everything about this looks. I'm very, very excited to see what this series is going to be like, and where this is going to go. So, everyone on the Hawkeye news for this. I really just love this image of Haley Steinfeld as Kate Bishop. Just really great. I love all the set photos of her as Kate Bishop. Actually, I'm very excited for this whole ordeal. So, let's do that. Let's get the good old stuff back in. Share. All right. Boom. Going down the list, we of course have She-Hulk. Who we finally got the comment that Tatiana Maslany is going to be She-Hulk, despite Tatiana Maslany coming out saying, "I'm not She-Hulk." She's like, "I'm not She-Hulk. I'm not She-Hulk." Even though every trade is like reported, "I'm She-Hulk. I'm telling you, I'm not She-Hulk." And then she's trying to be She-Hulk. So don't know what was with that whole deal, Tatiana, but yeah, I think she's a great actress. I love Orphan Black. It was one of my favorite series. Thought it was a really great, really fun. I thought she was really great in it. Just a great character. And and this series is going to have an Abomination in it, which that's a really I didn't even realize Abomination was going to be in She-Hulk either. As well, I mean that's a pretty big thing right there because they're bringing back character from another Hulk movie. So yeah, that's how that whole storyline runs up playing out. There's been rumors that Charlie Cox is going to end up in She-Hulk. Haven't really talked about that a lot, but Charlie Cox was rumored to be in She-Hulk, and he's also going to be in Spider-Man 3, it seems like. In fact, I think the Spider-Man 3 thing has been officialized at this point. But yeah, that's something I'm very interested in seeing how that whole ordeal goes and how that ends up turning itself out. But yeah, that's gotta be interesting. We did of course have Moon Knight. I don't have too much to say about Moon Knight. Not character I really keep up to date on. I'm interested in seeing where the story is gonna go, but not a character that I read a lot of. Then of course we have Secret Invasion, big thing. Of course it's going to be Secret Invasion. They set up at the end of that Spider-Man movie, and we're going to pick it up at some point, and we're going to get it as a TV series. It's going to feature Nick Fury. So we'll see how that all goes. I'm interested in seeing how it goes. I'm interested, but I don't got much to say beyond that. I do have a lot to say about Ironheart, though, because I did not expect this whatsoever. I did not expect Ironheart to be announced, for this to actually be a legit thing, because Ironheart obviously just is still a very recent character. And I'm going to talk to her along with the Armor Wars series, because I thought that was interesting. I think Grace Renault was the one who thought it was kind of confusing to have like an Ironheart series and an Armor Wars series. Both characters who are still related to the Iron Man mantle. being portrayed in this series in a really big way. And I can understand that it's definitely kind of surprising to see and to see two of those characters kind of come up instead of having one or the other. But I think that's kind of a good thing to me, actually. I think it's kind of a thing to show like because as everyone knows, like a lot of people have kind of felt like, Rhea Williams when she first came out, she didn't really deserve the mantle of Ironheart, of take up the Iron Man mantle. I mean, um, so I think having Rhodey there, having a series based around Rhodey, really can like soften the blow a little bit instead of just saying, "Hey, I got this black character. Her name's Ironheart. There she is." This really does a lot more like, okay, let's ease people in. Let's give them a choice. If they don't understand Ironheart, they still have Armor War. They can check that one out too. Let's have both of them in the play. Let's see how they both work out, and who gets the most hype. Um, I was also surprised that they had a cast member for it as well in Dominique Thorne, who I actually know because I actually did go and watch. If Beale Street Could Talk, really good movie. They thought she was really great in that film, and I can't wait to see her get more roles from this. To really stretch out her acting ability. Um, yeah, I'm just interested in seeing how Ironheart really turns out. That sounds like a kind of an interesting play for them to kind of like tackle. And I did not expect them to like at all go into the Ironheart character. I did not. I just shocking. They also announced a Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special. That's gonna be written by James Gunn. Very interesting there. They're gonna be doing that. Fun idea. I like the idea. Kind of cool. Don't have much more to say on it though, so I'm going to end it right there. And finally, we have I Am Groot, the TV series. So that's another thing that's obviously going to be for kids. So not much to say on that either. So I think we've hit most of the big Star Wars and Marvel things that I think everyone generally cares about. I don't think anyone else cares about any of the other Disney-related properties that they're choosing. Although I'm very interested in some of these other shows they have, like the Moana show, the one based on the Princess and the Frog chick. Let me go look that one up again. Zootopia Plus is interesting. Let's see, what was it? Night at the Museum. That's gonna have some interest. They're gonna do their Night Museum as a series. Blah 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 blah. blah. Can't seem to find it. Did I miss it? Oh yeah, Tiana. That's what I'm talking about. The Princess and the Princess and the Frog show. That's interesting right there as well. I don't think I'm going to see how that show turns itself out because I kind of didn't like that movie. But yeah, I think this is where we're going to end the stream off, you guys. Let me know what you guys think about all these news from the investor call, and I will catch you guys later. Peace out.